Hello, welcome back. Do you guys know Brené Brown? She's a social scientist, a researcher. I love her. I think she's amazing. And today I want to tell you some things that Brené has said that I absolutely loved. And I'm not just talking about the obvious Brené Brown quotes. I'm talking about things that she said that she might not even know were that important. She probably thinks it was just like part of a talk. But to me, they stood out and they made me think of things that are important in life. Shall we talk about some of Brené's quotes? The first one is, I'm going to negotiate a contract with you, but I'm not going to negotiate who I am with you. What? And then she goes off to talk about belonging. So when she gave that particular talk, that particular interview, it was an interview, she was talking about belonging. So that made me think about me as a teacher. You know, I'm going to negotiate a contract with you, definitely, but I'm not going to negotiate who I am with you. So many times people have asked me, there were haters coming at me. There was obviously the temptation from my niche, you know, like people who do this, which is what I'm going to tell you in a minute, have so many more followers, you know, like all of these things. But I was not willing to negotiate who I am, which is using Portuguese to teach English. For me, that's negotiating who I am, because I don't believe that's a good idea. I strongly believe that if you want to learn English, you have got to be listening to as much English as possible. And that includes the moment that you're focusing on learning, which is now, for example, that you're, focusing on your English lesson and everything. Why would you do that in any language other than the one you want to learn? So, no. Who you are should never be negotiable. So belonging is not about belonging to a group, it's about belonging to yourself. I belong to Patricia, which means I'm not negotiating who I am with anyone. The second quote is, I've never achieved a single thing in my life or career comfortably. So that means if you want to achieve anything, you get there, you actually do it, anything in your life or your career, you have to know that just by moving towards that goal, you're going to feel some discomfort. So nothing in my life and my career has been done comfortably either, which is probably why this specific sentence from Brené made me think, that is so true. That is exactly the same for me. All of the things I've done in my life, and I'm not only talking about great things, I'm not saying all of the great things I've achieved. No, all of the things I've achieved, whether they are small or colossal, massive, it doesn't matter. All of the things I achieved in my life, my personal life or my professional life, were extremely uncomfortable. I'm going to give you two examples. My being here today, recording this video, I have been recording videos for YouTube for 9 years, since 2014. 9 years, you think it's comfortable? It's not. Second thing, my children. I have always been extremely focused on my parenting. You think that's comfortable? It's not. Number 3, which is again about discomfort. It goes like this. Lean into the discomfort of the work. Lean into it. Don't hide from it. Oh, this work is so uncomfortable. What I'm doing right now is so uncomfortable. 100 Days is an example. Pronounce with Patty is an example. My 2 courses, 100%. So instead of hiding from this and being like rejecting it, I'm rejecting the discomfort of the work. No. I'm going to lean into this. I'm going to lean into it. I'm going to be open to learn. And I'm going to be open to noticing all of the things I'm not so good at so that I can get better. Lean into the discomfort of the work, the discomfort of my life, the discomfort of my relationships, the discomfort of my parenting. I'm going to lean into it. I'm not going to hide from it. Because if I hide from it, I gain nothing. if I lean into it, I change myself for the better. Sentence number 4. Wow, this was from her TED Talk. I don't know if you've seen it. I think there are 2 TED Talks from Brené, but this is like a great one. Maybe 10 years old, I think. But it goes like this. When you ask people about love, they tell you about heartbreak. Yeah. What does that mean? It means that unfortunately, as human beings, we tend to hold on to what is bad. We forget all of the days that we went to the beach and it was sunny, but we remember that one day when we went to the beach and it was rainy. I noticed that so much about myself, which is why I love this particular quote. It would be easy for me to forget 100 beautiful comments on a post on Instagram. Beautiful comments, people supporting my work, encouraging me, understanding what I'm trying to say, learning from me, contributing in some way. I'll easily forget all of those, but I will remember the one hate comment I received on that same post. So this quote is important because it tells us about human nature. That's human nature. That's not me or you. That's all of us. So what can we do to start focusing on what is positive, on what is good? At least some of the time, if not all the time. Because of course, as humans, we will remember the bad thing more than the good thing. But we have got to be able to sometimes change our focus and remember that something good was there too. And maybe, just maybe, that was the most important thing. Number 5 makes me emotional. If you have done 100 days, you will know why. Number 5 goes like this. In order for connection to happen, we have to allow ourselves to be seen. Really seen. I always say that to my students, that especially students who live abroad and struggle to connect with native speakers, struggle to make new friends, struggle to find people whom they can trust and with whom they can build a new story. And I always say, you have got to open up. You have got to show them who you are. Show them who you are. And that's exactly what Brené's saying. And I never knew she used to say this. You know, I found this recently and I was like, whoa, that's exactly how I feel about having been a foreigner in England as a teenager who was dying for some connection. And I did find it. But the times I found real connection with someone who was not a Brazilian abroad were times where I made myself really, truly vulnerable and open to be seen so people could see who I really was. You know, with all the flaws are the not so good things, with all the flaws, with all the qualities, with all of the issues and troubles and psychological hiccups, all of it. Not just what you want people to see. For connection to happen, you have to be really seen. Do you like this video? I personally loved this video. I was so excited to come and share some of these quotes with you. Let me know in the comments if you would like videos like this more often. I would love to be here doing this for you. Thank you for being here today. See you all soon.